Om Shanti, good morning, divine family of the Awake English Murli Club. Today we are on the day 3 of the beautiful Awake Murli dated 15th April 1981. Title of the Murli is The Specialities of Number One Fortunate Soul. In this Murli, the 2 days we have seen how beautifully Babdada has described these unique specialities of a number one fortunate soul. Every soul is mine. Everyone belongs to my family. And unconditional love, unlimited love, spiritual love to everyone, unlimited relationships, unlimited knowledge is are the attributes of a number one fortunate soul. How the soul thinks of a world benefaction, world benefit, and how to achieve this number one fortunate soul. Also, Babdada described that to be seated on the seat of Trikaldarshi stage, putting a full stop to everything, or everything is a sightseeing and no question mark, always a full stop, and how the point form helps in this. Point form is the most elevated stage where the stage of number one fortunate soul can be attained, and which is bondage free, which is full of intoxication, full of remembrance of Baba, the Supreme Soul. And thereafter, Babdada also described about various states of Bharat, about their specialties, whether it's UP, Punjab, Bombay, Delhi, Madhya Pradesh. And then while describing these specialties, there's a lot of takeaways for us, how these specialties Babdada finds even in the names and how it relates to the personality. And thereafter, Babdada is meeting Bab groups, and in that the first group Babdada met was UP zone, and then thereafter Babdada described about the sightseeings, how Maya in the form of sightseeings tries to stop the soul from being on the ascending stage, and then tries to stop, and these how to recognize this and how to counter that. So thereafter Babdada is meeting now other groups other than UP groups, different groups. So let's begin today's part. In today's part of the Murli, Babdada has described about the stage of detached observer again, and thereafter intense effort makers, how to be an intense effort maker. Then the attitude of the world benefaction, how I am a world benefactor soul, how to achieve that constant awareness that I am serving, I'm a constant server, and then nothing new, lesson of nothing new. And thereafter, the spiritual servers, while doing every thought, words, and action, and how the nature will become subservient to the master bestower of fortune, and being courageous. And finally, Babdada ends with that, like, I have attained whatever I wanted. The soul will have this intoxication. After having practiced all the points given in the Murli, the soul will have this constant, soul will sing the song, Pana tha so paliya. I have attained whatever I wanted. That's the that's the speciality. And let's now read the Murli before we start. Let's all be seated in the stage of Kritaldarshi stage, considering and experiencing ourselves to be the most fortunate soul, the number one fortunate soul who has attained the unlimited pearls of knowledge, virtues, and powers directly from the Almighty Authority, the Supreme Father, Teacher, and Sadguru, experiencing the intoxication of being a world server, world benefactor, serving everyone alike. Everyone is mine. Every soul belongs to me, my spiritual brother. There is no difference based on the body consciousness. We are all related, one world, one family, being nurtured by the one Father, Godfather, the Supreme Soul. Om Shanti. Bhag Dada meeting different groups. First point, do all of you play every scene whilst being detached observers? Now these questions Bhag Dada is asking, they'll all reflect, let's all reflect deep inside and evaluate our own selves. Do all of you play every scene whilst being detached observers? Not just the observers, detached observers, not the involved observers, detached observers. Are you able to maintain the stage of a detached observer constantly? Focuses on the word constantly, near antar, without any difference between how Babdada would have observed that scene and how I, the soul, am observing that scene. Complete detachment. So that's constantly, nirantar. Do you sometimes forget your stage of a detached observer whilst playing your part? So if it is not nirantar, or if it is not constantly, that means sometimes we forget our stage of a detached observer while playing our part. That's what Bhagavad is asking. Those who are detached observers would never be affected by anyone's part. They would be detached and also loving. Bhagavad is described in day one of this Murli that it has to be equanimity between being detached and being loving. Equal. They would not be good with the good and bad with the bad. So if these are the checking aspects Baba is describing, so subtle aspects. The soul will not be good with the just with the good, but also with the bad. What are seemingly to be bad, soul will still be spreading pure feelings, pure vibrations, positive vibrations for them. To be a detached observer means to have a benevolent attitude while carrying out any task. Whatever happens, it has benefit merged in it. That's the deep understanding with the soul who is a detached observer, constant detached observer that, and this is very clear that whatever happens, it has benefit merged in it. Even if any obstacle of Maya comes, take benefit from it, learn a lesson from it, and keep moving forward. So that, are you like this? So now these are the subtle aspects Baba described about the stage of a detached observer. So let's do a checking, and Baba is asking, are you like this? Do you watch the play while seated on your seat? Again, the seat is there. Seat of a detached observer is there, but do we remain seated in the seat, or we jump out of the seats at times? Your seat is that of a detached observer. Watch the drama whilst seated on the seat, and you will enjoy yourself a great deal. So, understanding that whatever is happening on the world stage. This is an unlimited drama going on. And and this is to enjoy. This is basically soul will never get sorrow during while observing the scene of a sorrow, and will never have a joy while observing the scene of a joy. Soul will be a constant acres in remembrance of Baba, experiencing the supersensuous joy, supersensuous happiness, constant bliss. So keep yourself constantly set on the seat of a detached observer, then see the wonder of the drama. Then you see the wonder of drama. First be seated on the seat and then look at the drama from a distance. You will then constantly sing the song Wah, drama Wah. Second, all of you are intense effort makers, are you not? You are the new ones and the old ones of every cycle. You are the most new ones and the most old ones of every cycle. By considering yourself to be the old ones, you will be able to claim your rights. Do you consider yourself to be those of the previous cycle who have all rights? You have to go fast even though you may have come last. But for this, the easy method is that of constant remembrance. Let there be no difference in your remembrance. That is Nirantar. This is a stage. Let there be no difference in the remembrance. That's called the Nirantar stage, Nirantar Yoga. Constantly be a Karma Yogi. While doing karma, the state of being in constant remembrance is the key. Also, stay in remembrance as you perform actions. That's what is a Karma Yogi. Those who constantly maintain a Karma Yogi stage are easily able to become Karmatis because they strike a right balance between karma and yoga. Perform actions when you want and become detached when you want. So the choice is very clear and the soul exercises that choice. Third, while having constant zeal and enthusiasm for service, is your attitude for world benefit? Do you have the attitude, I am a world benefactor and I constantly have to benefit everyone? Everyone belongs to me, so I have to benefit everyone. I am the oldest soul, means Purvat soul, ancestral soul. Constantly have this attitude. With this attitude, you can benefit the world, whether through words or your attitude. Constantly maintain the awareness of being a benefactor. The more you have this attitude, the more you will continue to move forward. However, much service someone does, he accordingly experiences the attainment of happiness as a return of the happiness given to others. However, much service someone does, he accordingly experiences the attainment of happiness as a return of the happiness given to others. Happiness begets happiness. It is not serving others. Now is not the time to stop for those who are constantly moving towards the ascending stage. If you keep stopping, how would you reach your destination? So, never stop. Let there be the ascending stage at every moment, at every second. And for this, underline paying attention, and there will be constantly be the ascending stage. So paying attention, pay attention. This to be underlined to constantly maintain the ascending stage. Fourth point, this is repeated, this paragraph is repeated, so we'll move on to the fifth point. The more you stay in remembrance, the more you will be able to steady any type of shaking. When you have made the lesson of nothing new very firm, you won't shake in any way, any day, anyway. Nothing new. You won't stop to watch the sight scenes, but will continue to make progress. You are such courageous soul. Very important aspect. Courageous. Are you not? When you children have courage, the father helps. This is very important. When father will help only when the soul is courageous, soul has surrendered. Tan man dhan, samay sankalp shwas, everything to the father and become fearless. When the you children have courage, the father helps. Whatever happens is just a sightseeing. Whatever is happening on the drama is just a sightseeing. You must not stop progressing towards your destination when you come to a sightseeing. Continue to progress and pass by everything, and you will thereby experience your destination to be always close to you. Today you are here, and tomorrow you will be in your kingdom. This intoxication. Let's take a pause here just for 10 seconds. Close your eyes and see. Today I am here, an intense effort maker, a detached observer, enjoying every sightseeing, enjoying every scene on unlimited drama. Every scene is of a benefit to me and the world. And soon, that is tomorrow, as soon as tomorrow, I am going to be the world's sovereign soul. I have my own kingdom. Om Shanti. Become those who make the atmosphere powerful, not those who shake. I have powerful programs for remembrance, like Yog Bhakti and etc. And while doing karma, strong remembrance, powerful remembrance while doing karma. You should have more programs of remembrance than of service through. So more programs of remembrance through words, actions, and thoughts, and not just the service through words. Sometimes when you start speaking, you come down from your stage. When we start speaking, we start focusing on the words, what to speak, and all that, and then we come down from your stage. Therefore, make your fortress of remembrance strong for some time before you go onto the field of service. Very important technique Baba is saying before we even think, speak, or act. The fortress of remembrance has to be made strong prior. Anything that comes will also leave. When any situation arises, simply consider it to be a sight scene that has come and it will go. Neither speak of it nor think about it. This is called putting a full stop. This we can include in our churning session. We can share our views on this. That why Baba is saying, neither speak of it nor think about any sight scene which has come and gone by. So this is called a putting a full stop. Sixth point, do you constantly consider yourself to be a spiritual server? Whilst walking, sitting, moving around, or any action, a server would constantly be thinking of serving. This service is so easy that you can serve through your thoughts, words, and actions. Even a sick person can do this service of being a spiritual server. Whilst lying in bed, even if your body is unwell, at least your intellect is all right. Service through your mind can be done service through your mind can be done with your intellect giving company to the mind, and both are aligned, then the service can be done. Are you constantly enthusiastic and concerned about doing this service? The more service you do, the more nature and matter will also serve you for birth after birth. Nature will always be serving you for the entire kalp. Nature will become your servant. At the moment, nature causes sorrow, but at that time, it will be your servant. To do service means to receive the fruit. This service is not really work, but the means to attain all attainments. It is labor free, not really work. Service is service. One moment you do service, and the next moment your treasures of happiness overflow. Even when you serve just one soul, the impact of happiness on that soul lasts for such a long time because that soul will have become liberated from experiencing sorrow for birth after birth. When you help to create someone's future for birth after birth, you will you would also experience happiness as the fruit of that. You are master restorers of fortune who reform many souls for many births because you become the instruments to change their fortune. You are master bestower of fortune. That's the intoxication Baba is giving. Instead of their stage descending, their fortune makes their stage ascend. To do service means to eat the fruit of happiness, which is fresh fruit. Doctors also advise weak people to eat fresh fruits. Here, when you souls eat this fresh fruit, you become powerful. Constantly remain courageous to do service and to bring about world transformation. How will the world transformation happen? The soul has to be deeply from the inner stage, very courageous to do service. Maintain courage to claim the first number. The first number can be claimed by the courageous soul. Constantly remain courageous to this extent and make the weak strong and powerful. Babdada constantly congratulates the children who remain courageous. How important is the courage while doing service? Seventh point, do you constantly move with the waves of the ocean of knowledge? From the beginning until now, you have been receiving so many points of knowledge from the Father. Therefore, churn those points and you will thereby remain constantly happy, churning, Vichar Sagar Manthan. Just as Baba, the ocean of knowledge, is full of knowledge, in the same way, you children should also remain full of knowledge and experience the intoxication and happiness of every point of knowledge. You have received countless points of this knowledge. Even if you just keep one point in your intellect every day and remain in the experience of that, you can become an embodiment of knowledge. Constantly remain aware of how elevated this knowledge is and who has given it to you. Very important. This intoxication that we have received this, how much elevated knowledge is this is, and who has given this knowledge, most elevated knowledge to us from the most elevated supreme soul. The Almighty Authority directly has given this knowledge to us. You have been made full and satisfied by the one for whom the devotees are still thirsty and desperately searching. Your thirst of devotion has now ended, has it not? Therefore, constantly sing the song, I have attained whatever I wanted. Mana tha so paliya. Acha, Om Shanti. Now we'll take 1 minute of pause, and this 1 minute, let's deeply reflect which of these which of these points of knowledge, unlimited knowledge, is relating to us, and what's my takeaway to always have this intoxication that I am number one fortunate soul. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So, during the turning session, let's all, the members of the Divine Family, each member may share his or her views and also the takeaways or the experience. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, brother. Baba says, be unshakable. If you take a step of courage, Baba would help a thousand folds. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Yes. And also when the soul is courageous, soul, the attribute the soul, God helps those who help themselves. And when to help themselves, the courage is very important. And deep faith and deep understanding that I belong to Baba and Baba belongs to me. We are combined. And the fearless stage, the courageous stage. Thank you for bringing out that point. And whatever we do, it becomes a multifold. Energy multiplies in remembrance of Baba. Om Shanti.
Yeah, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
So Baba says, when we watch this drama, right, as a detached observer, and then we start enjoying, a great deal, and then we start singing the song for drama. Right, so important thing is we'll have to stabilize ourselves in that seat of detachment and then observe it. So the more we work on detachment, the more we become pyara to Baba, the more we get close to Baba. And therefore we, enjoy the every scene of the drama. So detachment brings a lot of benefits there. To forget this, temporary manifestation of the world, to give us that space to go within and then see all the scenes and sceneries happening around us.
Correct. Yeah. Thank you, Vijay, for bringing that beautiful point. Yes, and it's a very important takeaway that to keep constantly keep checking that am I seated? Am I stable on the seat of the detached observer? And that's the very important aspect, because even if there is a seat, the seat exists, but am I seated on that seat or not? If I am getting involved with the scenes going on, and instead of remembering Baba, I'm remembering the scene, I'm speaking and thinking about that scene, that means it's a high possibility that I'm not seated on the seat of detached observer. So I have to bring myself back on the seat and feel powerful. The more I am detached, the more I am powerful, and the more I am remembering Baba, and more I can be loving. Om Shanti. Others also requested every member to share. By sharing, we get a clarity. And also, if we can ask anything with respect to any point discussed in today's Murli. Om Shanti. So, other than the detached observer, there is a stage of intense effort maker. Intense effort maker. Why Baba says intense effort maker? Why not just be effort maker? Why that intensity is required? Anyone? And how to achieve that intensity? How to achieve the speed?
To reach the highest stage, we need to become an intense effort maker. If you're
Ah,
just an effort maker, it is just a second class. If you want to pass with honors, you have
yeah,
to be an intense effort maker, right?
absolutely. Like suppose you have to climb Himalayas, and if you have to, and on the contrast, you have to climb some kind of a stairs, first floor or second floor or third floor of the building. But whereas If you have to climb, suppose 100 floors of a building without lift, there's no lift, and then what happens? Or a Himalaya, which is like a kind of a world record or something. You have to really make intense effort making, or you have to appear in a contest in an Olympic level competition. So there's why there's an intense effort making. And here there's no Olympic or Himalaya, but the Maya. Maya is surrounding us. Maya is putting different masks on us of sorrow, happiness, grief, joy, and these kind of masks. But we have to be very, very intense in our checking and changing that what is Maya and what is real, real, eternal. So, and how to achieve this intense effort making, Baba has given us a tip also, technique also, that no difference in our remembrance. Let there be no difference in our remembrance. What does this mean? And be a karma yogi, constantly karma yogi. What does this mean? Let there be no difference in your remembrance. Constantly be a karma yogi. Anyone can reflect on this?
So that is where the more we practice the balance of yoga when we are at action, right? When we are doing karma, right? So it is very important because eventually we'll have to reach the stage of karma at each stage. So when we start practicing this, right? So the balance, the equanimity of this yoga whilst performing action, right? So and this also help us to become detached. Right.
Yes, they're related actually. And before starting an action, the action could be thought, word, or even activity. What is to be done? Baba brought something out.
Remembrance.
Yeah, the fortress of remembrance. I mean, Baba is giving it in an artistic manner, poetic manner. The fortress of remembrance has to be strengthened, and then basically it's the remembrance, and then we come into this. So the soul should not plunge at once into this stage of this in this world, corporeal world. Soul first has to be in that nirakari world, the incorporeal world, and deep remembrance, and then it comes kind of incarnation, and then starts thinking, speaking, acting. So that first, prior to the action, prior to the karma, yoga has to be is essential, prerequisite before the karma. And then when you do the karma, then yoga is ensured. That's what I have understood.
Yeah, and
Uh,
I'm sorry. I think it is also important to remember Baba after the karma, before and after, right? So that really helps us to make that foundation strong and eventually lead us towards the karma deep state, balance of karma and yoga.
balance. It's equanimity, just a loving and detached. Similarly, equanimity between karma and yoga. Both are like so well mixed in right proportion that while karma, the other person experiences that power of soul also. The karma is being done with some other people also, no? Or like in office, in household, you're doing. So that everyone in the environment experiences that power of your remembrance with the Supreme Soul. That is experienced not just the visuals, but also the deep experience of the love, spiritual relationship.
And another important thing is this attachment, right? So is the source of all sufferings, right? And detachment is another way to end all these sufferings. So they go hand in hand. In a sense, we shouldn't be getting attached. Instead, we should be getting detached.
Yeah,
Right. So
that's the
this,
effort. That's an
Yeah,
effort to
so
be put.
when we are, like you rightly said, when we do remember Baba, right, then we will eventually, we'll have that awareness to become detached. Otherwise, we become more karma conscious when we are not
Yeah.
remembering Baba before
Yes.
starting
Yes.
any
Yes.
action.
Baba said, na, one line. I remember. You would remember that when you start speaking, you forget Baba. When we start speaking, we forget Baba. I mean, just giving example that the action of speaking also, if you don't remember Baba, we'll tend to forget Baba while speaking. But suppose you have to give a lecture somewhere. So while giving lecture, are we remembering Baba? Means first we invoke Baba, remember him and invoke him, and then just go with the flow. Whatever he's using your mic, he's using your mic, and he's speaking through you. So that stage can come only through deep remembrance, है ना? Deep remembrance.
Thank you.
Om Shanti. So we have other members also. Let's listen to them.
Om
Let's
Shanti, brother.
Om Shanti.
Actually, when you are reading that Murli, there is a word courageous. So,
Yeah.
what comes to my mind when you read that word? Courageous in the sense we, Baba's children, declaring to the world as spiritual beings that our life is celibacy life. So that's the reason Baba says courageous souls. So always Baba helps. Baba's children who are following celibacy life, so Baba helps them. So that's what I felt that moment. And also one more thing, uh, declaring to the world we are spiritual beings, this celibacy life. And Baba, most of the times he says, remembering Baba, that to bodiless point of light, being in a bodiless conscious, soul conscious, and remembering Baba, Baba says it's bit parishram. Bacha, aap parishram, it's a difficult. So that the reason Baba says it's a sahaj and it's a normal and it's a simple if you practice nirantar. That were also today Baba mentioned nitya nirantar. If you practice, so that the reason Baba says initial stage is uh there is bit uh, it's a problem. But when you will make it as a sahaj and nitya and nirantar when we practice, automatically will become courageous souls. Why? Because being in bodiless stage and remembering Nirakar, Jyoti Swarup, Bhagwan, Paramat, it's a very simple. So that the reason Baba uses that word courageous. That's what that moment I felt, just I shared. Thank you, Om Shanti.
Thank you for sharing that aspect. Let me just reflect, and I'll also like to invite others also to share their views. Consider one example of a learning swimming. Okay, and while we pick up the basics of how to swim, and when we go into deep water, and then we know the technique, but what is lacking is the courage, the faith in ourselves that come what may, I will, even if I, get drawn by the turbulence in the deep water, I will be, I will be safe. I am safe because I believe in myself. I believe in my Almighty authority because I know the right techniques. So I believe in myself, and He's there with me, and I am totally relaxed, calm, and composed in even that turbulence. So that's what is the key, and that's what is the courage all about. Not only just about the celibacy. Celibacy, even the devotee souls, they are in Baba says sannyasi souls are celibate souls. Brahmachari, they are in complete brahmachari. But then, in addition to the celibacy, my inner state of mind, my intellect, and my sanskars are all aligned with the Supreme Soul. That's what is the Behad Ka Sannyas. And that's what is the courage. That's the courage. That is first aspect. And second, you said is about that devotee. What did you say, Sister Chandrakala? Second aspect, what was it?
Uh, being bodiless and
Yeah,
remembering
Sahaj Yoga.
in the
Nah,
final.
Sahaj Yoga. You said, yeah, it's a Sahaj Yoga actually. This actually, if we are making too much labor, no, we are suppose we are feeling laborious, then this is not the right. We are not actually in the right stage, because Baba doesn't want children to labor. But yes, there's a difference between labor and effort. Effort is something, initially you have to pick up the techniques of swimming, and then once you start enjoying the swimming and be fearless, courageous, then definitely, then it will be total enjoyment only. No kind of a thing like labor or even effort will not be there. It will be effortless. You will start enjoying, and when there is an enjoyment, you don't feel any labor or effort. So these are the stages Baba says. There, initially, you have to make an effort of stabilizing your mind, aligning your intellect and sanskars and and the awareness in line, and then connect. And then more you practice, the more it will become easy. And the ultimate stage is Sahaj Yogi. Ultimate stage is a Sahaj Yogi, Karmati stage. So these are different stages, steps towards the ultimate stage of Karmati. This is what is my understanding. Others may also please share. Om Shanti. Anyone I would like to, or we can also churn any other point. Who has not spoken may please also speak and at least share one point. And then meanwhile, we'll read the chat box. In the authority of the world,
Om Shanti, brother.
Om Shanti. Yeah.
Brother, my takeaway today is Baba told that the need of the hour is to press the button of powerful thoughts. So people around are in thirsty. So your positive vibration, your positive waves of good wishes are needed at this time. So definitely they will reach, and even Baba told the Chatrak birds. So examples, the devotees are also so thirsty. So they will directly, if you gathered at Madhuban, everyone will come there, like that Baba told. So we have to be powerful always, and we should keep ourselves happy and should make others also happy. So with the points of knowledge,
Yes.
that's my takeaway.
Very true, and beautiful point you have shared. Because these devotee souls are Chatrak souls, and they keep observing you. They will not just observe you, they will see through you, that what are you from inside, what your feelings are you feeling joyful, are you constantly happy. They will look at everything, your eyes, what kind of energy you are emanating, radiating, and then they will connect, and then they will start feeling, experiencing happiness, and they will believe you. They will also enjoy what you are sharing with them with respect to these knowledge. I have seen personally, experienced this when after Gita Pathshala, then when we move on to a temple nearby, and when they are singing some bhajans, and during some festival recently, before Krishna Janmashtami, there was something. So that day they started they were singing some bhajans, and we also started so as to basically make them feel comfortable. I also started, like, I and one more brother and sister, we started singing those bhajans. It was Krishna bhajan, and then I also sang. We also sang bhajans, and they started experiencing, and we were singing bhajans. We were also relating it with the unlimited knowledge which we have got, that we are soon going to become just like Krishna, and these souls, devotee souls, also will become just like Krishna, because they are also, I'm getting them connected to the Supreme, and let the energy be experienced by them, that unlimited love and powers. So they started experiencing that, and they came to Gita Pathshala to ask us, "Ki, what are you tell us what what you churn, and what you are studying." So this is very true. For in front of devotee souls, we need to be deeply intoxicated. Om Shanti. Anyone?
Shatrak means what, brother? Shatrak.
Chatrak means just none but one. Basically, the Chatrak bird just looks for that, for just like in Lokik world, this Chatrak Pakshi is a bird which only looks for that one, that he'll keep constantly looking upwards, and when the first raindrop they fall, he receives that only. Despite there will be other water sources around, but that bird will not take that other sources of water. It'll That bird will just look for the direct drop of rain from the from the first shower, and that drops will go and it will satisfy that bird's thirst. So clear. That bird is so clear and so firm faith. So that's the example of a spiritual soul, intense effort maker. And Chatrak means very clear in the vision that what I will like, what I will receive, and what I will like a Hans Buddhi, what I will receive and what we should not receive. We'll just read a few chat boxes because there are a lot of uh, sharings on the chat box before we move on to the meditation. Girja sister has shared time makes effort intense. Earlier it was just effort makers. Yeah, the stages we graduate. Constant remembrance. Ajapa Ajapa Jap Yad. Yoga in karma makes it easy. Yeah, and also efficient. Yoga in karma makes karma efficient. Courageous isn't just because of celibacy. Yeah. Outside world are celibate. Baba's courageous means attitude or saman. Yeah. Your thoughts, words, and actions all are aligned. Mind, intellect, sanskars, and the smriti, the awareness, all are aligned with Baba. I am child of Master Almighty Authority. I have power of authority. It's the authority of the world. Father, I have. Yeah. Chatur lives on the raindrops of water. Yes, brother. In Tamil, we say Sathaga Prishravi. Okay. Kartika sister is shared in Tamil as Sathag Shrivi, maybe Chatrak word in Tamil. Okay. Thank you, Baba. Let's take a 1 minute meditation of.
Ombai, there is an announcement for.
Yeah. Please go ahead, Vijay bhai. If you would be announcing, or should I announce?
Okay. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, I'll have to open that if it is readily.
Yeah, okay, I'll see. So this Sunday, we have as we know, Sunday is our buffer day, and we have a master class coming up. So it will be from BK Sister Sona Berry from Abu Dhabi. So the topic is on introspect, elevate, and merge. So the flyer will be shared in the WhatsApp group. So I request everyone to attend. Om Shanti. Over to you, Mumbai.
Thank you, Vijay bhai, for bringing out that announcement. That's a very special class, master class tomorrow. We should also invite our family members and friends to take benefit of such a great session, which from at a world class level, master class. So let's now do a meditation based on the 3 days of this Murli, special Murli titled 15th April 1981. The specialties of a number one fortunate soul. So while meditating, we'll also experience the stage of number one fortunate soul. We'll start experiencing this in our as if we are at this stage, and we'll make an effort to maintain this stage throughout the day and beyond. Om Shanti. Let's all be seated on the stage of number one fortunate soul, the Master Almighty Authority. An embodiment of all attainments, experiencing unlimited love for everyone, unlimited family, unlimited relationship, unlimited attitude, unlimited vision, and unlimited kingdom. Experiencing stability in the seat of Trikaldarshi, the beginning, the middle, and the end, all are elevated, beneficial, looking at the speciality of every soul around me, whether the soul is from any region, any state, any country, any religion, any caste, any creed. Even if the soul's role is bad, still spreading pure and positive vibrations to that soul, completely detached from the role, completely detached observer, seated on the seat of a detached observer. I, the soul, am an onlooker, I'm a detached observer, observing the drama from a distance, paying attention that I do not get involved with the sightseeings. I did not bring a question mark instead of a full stop. I ensure that I put a full stop because nothing is new. Nothing's new. Everything is scripted, and every actor is playing role as per the script and its accurate role. I am a detached observer, and in this detached observer seat, I am remembering the Supreme Soul and experiencing the unlimited love, bliss, happiness, joy, powers, and knowledge. I am a Chatrak who doesn't look anything other than the Supreme Father. No amazement, no excitement from the drama. All enjoyments, all entertainment from the Supreme Energy. I am serving with the power of thoughts. I am reaching far and wide across the continents, beyond the nature. I am a world benefactor soul and solving the problems of many souls on this earth, removing their sorrows by connecting them with the unlimited powerhouse. I am a spiritual guide who is helping people reach their destination of liberation and liberation in life. I am safe from Maya because I am seated on the seat of detached observer. Maya cannot touch the seat of a detached observer. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine Family. Thank you, everyone. Let's all be seated, constantly seated on the seat of the detached observer, enjoying every sight seen, because enjoyment is not from the sightseeing, but from the remembrance of Baba. Constant enjoyment, constant bliss, constant powers till such time. Om Shanti. Tomorrow we'll meet at 5 a.m. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.